what happens when you ask a client, what are your goals? Like, I know this group, we banished that question, but if you sit down with somebody before giving them context and you say, what are your goals? Like, they're going to spout off. If they say anything, they're going to say what they've seen other people's goals be. And we need to remember that, like, we don't even know how to desire, right? Like, we learn what to desire by looking at what other people desire from the youngest age. Like, we weren't born knowing what to desire. We look at our parents, we look at, and now we've got Instagram to help with that problem. And so how do you help a client? Well, we say, let's guess. I think I want to go that direction. Okay, now let's take some action. So I think of it as make a guess. And to me, the way that guess happens, at least the most efficient way I know to make that guess, is set aside a specific period of time. Maybe it's a day, maybe it's a couple days, maybe it's a couple hours, and do the research. Again, we're trying to figure out what the thing is. What does that research look like? Give yourself 90 minutes to search around the web, read a book, do this. What else would you do? Talk to some people. What's going to happen while you do that research? Are you going to feel more clarity or less? Less, right? Have you ever tried to buy a pair of shoes and then you go read the reviews on Amazon? And you don't feel more clear. So confusion is part of the research process. It's a natural part. I think of it as that big ball of yarn, right? Complexity, nuance, edge cases, all that stuff. When you get to the edge of that, the end of the time you've set aside for your research, you guess. You guess after you've done the research, right? Not before, but you guess after. How do you guess? Well, for me, for some of you, it may be prayer. For some of you, it may be meditation. For some of you, maybe a long walk, sun salutations, whatever it is for you, get quiet and just say, after everything I've done, what do I think? Make a guess. Consider that guess a small bet, right? Then once you have a small bet, you can take action. Action involves movement. What's going to happen when you move? You're going to be literally in a new place. When you're in a new place, what do you have? New perspective. New information becomes available that you couldn't have had before. When the new information becomes available, guess what you do? You incorporate the new information, right? Navigating a complex adaptive environment involves solving for the next local optimum, reset, do it again. Turns out that's the work you do with clients. It turns out the same work we do here. It's much more about being less wrong tomorrow than it is about being precisely right today.